gentle parenting has gone too far. I have been hearing this everywhere lately. Maybe you have heard people say, आजकल के बच्चों को तो कुछ बोल भी नहीं सकते, बस फीलिंग्स वैलिडेट करो, इसीलिए बच्चे बिगड़ रहे हैं. हमारे टाइम पे एक लुक मिलता था और हम सीधे हो जाते थे. And honestly, I agree with one part. Because if gentle parenting means never saying no, letting your child do whatever they want, because बच्चा ही तो है, spending 20 minutes negotiating over brushing teeth or thinking consequences are somehow traumatic, then yes, that doesn't work. But here is the problem. That's not gentle parenting. That's permissive parenting. And somewhere along the way, social media mixed the two together. If you have ever thought, यार gentle parenting करूँ या बच्चे को discipline सिखाऊँ, this video is for you. Hi, I am Rahela Tayyebi. I am a trauma-informed parenting coach and a mom of 2 boys. Every single thing I share here has been tested first at my own home. Because trust me, my children don't magically cooperate because I am a parent coach. I still have tantrums, I still hear no, I still get challenged every single day. The only difference is now I respond differently. And if you are trying to raise respectful children without fear, shame or hitting, subscribe, because every week we separate parenting myths from what actually works. So let's be honest, we all have seen those videos. A child is throwing food in the restaurant. Everyone is staring at the child. The parent kneels down and says, "Sweetheart, can you please think about how the spoon is feeling?" And meanwhile, the food is on the floor, the waiter is standing there looking awkwardly, and everyone nearby is silently thinking, बस इसीलिए बच्चे बिगड़ गए हैं. Or you are at the park and one child keeps pushing another. The parent is smiling nervously and saying, "अरे बेटा कोई बात नहीं, gentle hands use करो." And then absolutely nothing from the parent. And if that's your only exposure to gentle parenting, of course you will think it doesn't work. I would too, because that is not leadership. That is avoiding conflict. See, gentle parenting was never about making sure that your child never gets upset. In fact, if your child never gets upset with you, you are probably not setting enough boundaries. Think about it. When you switch off the TV, or when you say no to another chocolate, or when you leave the playground because it's time to go, your child is going to cry. And that's okay. Their tears don't automatically mean that your boundary was wrong. Sometimes Indian parents carry the guilt the moment their child starts crying, especially when someone nearby says, "अरे दे दो ना, बच्चा ही तो है." See, but parenting isn't about making sure that your child is happy every minute. It's about preparing them for a world that won't always say yes to them. One sentence gets misunderstood all the time. Validate your child's feelings. People hear that and assume that it means agreeing with everything that your child wants. Trust me, it doesn't. Let's imagine your 5-year-old is furious because you switched off YouTube. They are screaming, they are throwing cushions, they are shouting, and they're saying things like, "I hate you." Validation sounds like this: "I know, bacha, you're really angry. That's it." It's not like, okay, 5 more minutes. It's also not about, "Poor baby, mama made a mistake. Chalo theek hai, bas ro mat." Because validation is not giving it. Validation simply tells your child that I see your emotion. The boundary still stays. The TV still stays off. All feelings are allowed. Certain behaviors are not. This is where so many parents get confused. They think gentle parenting means accepting every behavior. No, gentle parenting accepts emotions. It does not accept hurting people. It does not accept disrespect. It does not accept unsafe behavior. Those are two completely different things. So let me give you an example. You are at the playground. Your child pushes another child. A permissive parent says, "Beta, don't do that," and watches it happen again. An authoritarian parent might shout across the playground, "अभी क्या, अभी इधर आओ, कितनी बार बोला है ऐसा नहीं करना?" A gentle parent will walk over immediately, get between the children, stop the behavior, and calmly tell their child, "Bacha, you pushed him. This is not safe. We have to leave the playground right now." There is no yelling here. There is no insulting. We are not threatening the child, but also there are no second chances while another child keeps getting hurt. That's gentle parenting. It's firm, it's calm, it's clear. The consequence is directly connected to the behavior. It's not because that we are trying to punish the child. See, safety will always come first. Children actually feel safer when adults take charge because someone is clearly leading the way. One thing I completely agree with is this: you are not your child's friend. You are their parent. And that's actually very beautiful because friendship isn't what they're looking for. Leadership is. Think about your own childhood. Whether your parents were strict or gentle, the moments that made you safest were the moments when you knew that Mama Papa sambhal lenge. Children don't want to make all the decisions. Imagine asking a 4-year-old, "What would you like to eat? When would you like to sleep? Should we brush your teeth today or not?" It sounds respectful, but to a child, it's overwhelming. Children thrive when adults confidently lead the way. See, leadership doesn't require shouting. Leadership doesn't require fear. Leadership requires calm confidence. So here's what I want you to remember. Gentle parenting is not the absence of discipline. It's discipline without humiliation. It is boundaries without fear. It is consequences without any shame. It is teaching instead of controlling. Your child doesn't become resilient because you scared them into obedience, and they don't become resilient because you rescued them from every uncomfortable feeling either. Resilience grows when children experience disappointment, also while knowing that someone safe is standing beside them. That is the balance. It has to be calm, it has to be kind, firm, and empathetic, and very, very clear, but still being loving and still in charge. If this video helped you understand the difference between gentle parenting and permissive parenting, subscribe, because every week we take one parenting myth that's everywhere online and break it down using child development, brain science, and real life parenting. And I would love to hear from all of you. What's one thing people misunderstand about gentle parenting? Let me know in the comments, because the more we talk about this, honestly, the easier it becomes for parents to stop choosing between being feared and being respected. See, you don't have to choose. You can raise children who feel deeply loved and still know exactly where the boundary is.